Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode on Luke's Classic Mini. So I've not been in the garage for a little while. We here are in a tier 4 lockdown within Wales. So shops are shut, everything's closed, everything's unavailable to go to, and we're also not allowed to visit friends, family that are within our bubbles. So I spent the time with the family over Christmas. It's been really nice. So back in the garage for a little while. I'm going to try today to get the grinding underneath done of this driver's sill. I'm going to try and clean up the welds that I've done across the floor to allow the smooth passage of the brake lines and the fuel lines on the passenger side. Last night I got on the internet and ordered up some more paint for the inside, so I can't really do anything on the inside until the paint's arrived. Just give that a second coat. I could do the Speedo, and basically I've looked into what I can and can't do as I'm waiting for things. So I can't put the interior in until I finish the painting and the not the welding, but the painting, because I don't want to get the paint onto the glass. I can't finish the painting on the outside until I've done all the grinding down on the outside, so that needs to be done. I can't finish the brake and fuel lines until I've got all the grinding done underneath. I can do the Speedo cable now, I can do the clutch now, and I can do the other bits and pieces within the engine bay. So that stuff I can do in the evenings where it's pretty quiet jobs. I can do it in my own time, etc. Stuff I can do now, grinding. So I've not got a lot of time, so I'm going to get the grinder out and I'm going to clean up as much of this metal as I can so I can then come back later on and give it a paint. So let's get on with it.
I know you don't love me like you say you do.
Looking good. Right, so underneath the car, I don't know how else is going to come out. All of the underside is ground down. All of the top is ground down as well. And all of the spot welds across the here are plug welds. Underneath again, I've ground down some passages, so then the piping can go along here, go along, and then be mounted underneath these clamps. That's done here, here, and then up here as well. So in theory, the brake line can be run down. I'm going to touch that paint a little bit, and then I need to put some paint up under here. I'm not going to bother cleaning that up because it's all protected and everything. So spray up in there to protect this panel I repaired. I know I need to get another washer and drill a hole somewhere along here to mount the bracket for the seat. I've got my battery cable that can go back on as well. Keep that away from the exhaust. Brake pipe needs to get removed. And yeah, we are making progress. So on top here, I've just gone across with a grinder. I've just cleaned up this edge to try and remove as much as the old paint as possible. So what I need to do is get a light bit of filler and then just from the edge out, so get into the edge and then drain it out. So this is going to be nice and smooth. It's got a trim to go over the top, so it's not the end of the world if it's not 100% smooth, but just makes things look a little bit better should the trim ever come off. So it's not going to be a huge deal of filler. So you see like this white bit is old filler. Then I can paint the other side. Luke still wants to do a black hammerite, so that can be black hammerite painted on. I've got a brush paint which leaves a smooth gloss finish, so that's ideal. The door, it's just catching on here ever so slightly, which is a real pain. So when I come to close it, you have to lift it up ever so slightly to push it closed. So I'm going to try and work out how's best to do that. If I remove a spacer to tilt it this way, it's going to move in, but this side's going to drop, and it will drop here and probably catch up here as well then. So I don't know what's the best thing to do with that is. And then once it's all cleaned, I just need to, well, once it's all painted, I need to take it outside, clean it, get all this old black crud off, which I need to stop doing with my gloves. Right, it is later the same day. It's the 29th of December, so we're nearing the end of the year, and the car's not finished. I was really hoping it'd be done by Christmas, but it wasn't. I called Luke on Christmas Eve, I had a little call with him, did a video call, and I've actually just showed him around exactly what I've done, because the video's going up there. I kind of said to him, like, don't look at the videos, I want it to be a surprise for you. But then I thought, if everyone else is looking at the videos, it's not really very fair. So we had a video call just before Christmas, and this was my Christmas gift to Luke. So yeah, he was really happy, over the moon with the how it's all turned out so far. And yeah, so it's very cold. I've got a new hat for Christmas. I've been putting off coming out here because it's just so cold, but I've got to get the stuff done. So today, rightly or wrongly, I'm going to paint the outer sill, just the first coat of the grey. With that painted, then at least I can then slap on the top coat once it's dried, and it'll give it a bit of protection as well, because if it freezes over tonight, we're in a bit of a bad place. So let's move the lights across and let's just get on with it. Okay, so while the paint is drying on the sill, it's going to take a long time because it's very cold. I'm going to attempt to get the Speedo cable from the back of the drive. If I can get that undone, then I can get my hand right down the back. Fantastic. If I can't, the radiator will have to come out, because the Speedo drive, if I can... where's the Speedo? Come on, where is it? Here it is. So the Speedo drive, the cable is here, and it goes right the way down the back, and it sort of goes underneath where the radiator is. So if I can't get to it with my hand, the radiator bottom hose will come out, and that'll give me better access to put my hand down underneath. I still may not be able to get it, but it gives me a better position to try it anyway. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so this is the Speedo cable here. It goes all the way down, right down here. Stupid light, and it's all nicely tight. Comes up over the carburetor, and it goes into a bung, which I put in the back here. In the bung as well is this oil pressure gauge, wire, coil, hose. That heater's doing an amazing job in it. It's lovely and warm. And then in the back here, this bird's nest of wires. The Speedo cable comes back into the back of the Speedo, and it's nice and tight. I need to put some charge in this battery, this torch. So that's all nice and tight. Tight here, tight over there. I can put that Speedo back in. I don't know what I'm going to do about this top dash rail. I know Luke wants me to do it, but I just don't know how to do it, to be honest. I'll probably have a look at it when I'm nearer completion of the job and see how much longer it's going to take to do, whether Luke wants it back or not. We'll kind of determine whether I do this or not. So for now, I'm going to put this back in. I mean, that's a horrific bird's nest, so a lot of these bulbs have actually just popped out. So do it back in, so they can be put back in. There's a couple others, and yeah, once that's all done, that can be screwed back onto place. That part of the job is done. I can cross the Speedo cable off the list. Yes. Ooh, right, it is cold today. We've had snow overnight, so that's pretty cool. I know the postman's been, and I have now received my pipe bending tool. So it goes 1/4 inch, 3/16, 5/16, and 3/8 pipe. So that should be able to cut the bends and sort of kinks that I want. I've also had a delivery from paintsforyou.com. Yeah, so I ordered 2 coloured blues. So these are mineral blue from paintsforyou.com. Now, I have ordered stuff from these previously, and I got a really, really nice message in there to say, you know, thanks for the support, Merry Christmas, and thank you for giving them a mention on YouTube. So, once again, a huge, huge thank you and shout out to Paints for You. Their paints the colour match is unreal, and the application is brilliant as well. I do not get endorsed by this company whatsoever. They've just sent me some nice little goodies. So they sent me a primer, which I've sort of passed the point of using this, but I could use that for another job. And they've also sent me this regular grade paste compound, and this is a cut-in stage. So that's quality. That's going to come in real handy. So yes, I've got two cans. So I guess today's job is giving the floors a second coat. Let's get on with it. Right, okay. Take this off quickly. It's strong in here. So, that paint is incredible. Now, if you're looking for paint, Paints for You is the place to go. I paid for this stuff outright. There's no, as I say, there's no, they haven't given me any sort of discount or anything for the paints. They give me the freebies, which is fantastic, but I've not paid for, you know, I've not been endorsed for any of this. So, I just wanted to say huge, huge thanks to them. This paint's incredible. So the stuff went on previously pretty well, but this stuff here just next level. So I painted the floor front, I painted the cross member as well, painted the floor on the rear, and then again on the other side. That's now pretty much finished. Just going to put the bungs on the floor on this side and the passenger side. But oh god, it's strong. I need to get out. I'm just gonna have a quick tidy up. I've got tools under the car. I've got metal work and stuff that needs to be gone. If anyone wants to buy a Mini, some assembly required, it's there. Yeah, just have a general tidy up, have a sweep under the car again because there's been grinded and stuff, and then that gives me much more room to work underneath. Let's get it on. It's not perfect, but it's a bit more presentable. I've got all the metal and all the rubbish in here. I've sat underneath, so now I'm not lying in crap. Down the side's been cleaned. I need to sort that once the car's gone. I'm completely losing the plot. I don't know whether I'm coming or going at the moment. So I've done the floor with the brackets. I've painted the doorstep and the bottom of the rear quarter, because then that's going to get painted blue, as the same as the seal. I painted this the other day. Just put some teak on it. See if it'll buff up quite nice. It's pretty good. It's not the best of repairs, but as I say, it's going to be covered mostly by the seal. Painting really isn't my forte, but it's better than it was before. Just waiting for this stuff here to dry, and it shouldn't take too long actually. This stuff's pretty quick drying. Once that's dried, then I can apply the first coat of blue on. With the blue on, then effectively this side here is done, and then it can be a case of when I come to reinstall the interior, just gotta be careful of that doorstep, etc. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's all come out so far. And yeah, that's that. I've got to do the same the other side, but in order to do that, I've got to be able to get down the other side. I've got this huge garage, and I've just got no space to work. Shame on me. So yeah, in the new year, it is the new year. I'm planning on, once this car's done, we're having a real tidy up in here, because I've had a few comments saying about I don't know how I work in such cramped spaces, and I don't know how I do this and do that, and it's not great, is it? So I think if I had a car, you know, actually in the middle of the garage, or more in the middle, I'd have to access down both sides, the doors fully open, and it'd be much easier for me, and I think it'd be much easier for you guys watching as well, because the camera can be put, you know, further away and a wider shot, etc. And yeah, I've just let myself down a little bit, well, actually quite a lot, but hopefully we'll get this sorted, and I can crack on with that. Well, would you look at that? It's only going to start snowing. Huh. Cool. Right, I've had a sleep. It's the next day, and I'm kind of feeling raring to go. I can't do too much today, partly because the main thing I want to do is paint this seal and the back here. I want to paint on the top and underneath. And with that painted, I just can't do anything here because of the fumes. It's just going to kill me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just heating up the garage now. Got the heater on, got the paint warming up as well, and I'm just going to get everything nice and warm in here. Then apply the paint onto the seal. Go back indoors. Come back a little bit later. Apply a second coat. Go back indoors. Come back later. If it needs a third coat, it can have a third coat. I think I did the floor with 2 coats. So yeah, the only thing different is obviously the outside's gonna see the elements more than the inside, so it needs to be extra protected. So 3 coats probably gonna be plenty. And then I can probably call it. I'll have to call it a day because I can't breathe in here. Then this side is done. Then once that side's done, across the other side, but I'll best do that another day. And then yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Right, so hopefully you can hear me. It is fuming in here. Right, the paint has gone on really well, and let's have a quick look. I'm going to leave the heater on for a while just to warm it up, keep it warm, etc. And go from there. But this is it. So that corner, got a bit of overspray, but that will just buff out fine. Going across, and the doorstep looks great. I'm going down underneath. You can see that it's all been painted lovely. I'm going to go underneath again. Oh, ow, my head. The prop for the door fell, knocked over the heater. I'm not sure that's a good noise or not, but right, so under here, I'm going to obviously from this line back, it's going to get painted black again. So once this paint dries, it's had a couple of coats, it'll get back to black and it'll be looking stunning. So yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. I'll come back in a little bit. All being well, it'll be dry. Let's put a second coat on. Let's polish it up and it'll be absolutely perfect. Right, let's see how we're getting on. Lights on. Second light on. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, so we're ready for a second coat. Let's do it. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you're enjoying the content so far. If you are new around here and haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber by clicking here. And if you want to watch the next video, click up here. Leave the comments down below, and don't forget to click on the like button also. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.